is being recorded. In case if anyone has got any reservation against recording the session, then I would request you to kindly leave. Thank you so much. Thanks. This is a great evening, and we have Rishi Gangoly with us. He's going to talk about how to make a website in 1 hour. So definitely, website is something everyone looks for, and this is something all of us have been dreaming, and then we feel that it is really a complex process. You need to hire a web developer, and you need to do this and that, and you need to have some specific skill to launch a website or develop a website. So I guess these kind of days are thing of past, and here we have our next speaker, Rishi Gangoly. He's going to teach us how to make a website in 1 hour. So he has mastered the art of making website and teaching how to make a website in less than an hour's time. So definitely we look forward for this talk. Before we start the talk, let me share a couple of community updates. So we are like around 1150 members community now. Getting good traction on LinkedIn. Our posts and our events are being appreciated by various industry professionals from different multinationals. So I would say people from Microsoft, people from Mastercard, people from Google, people from Facebook, people from Tata, people from Reliance, people from Godrej, people from Tech Mahindra, people from Rakuten, and all these guys are regular visitors of our LinkedIn page, and they visit our page, they share our posts, and then they leave a feedback. So this is something great moment for us. Our 18th edition of our weekly walkathon is in progress. So walkathon is something that we have a subgroup within the community wherein during the weekdays our members walk 10,000 steps a day, and during weekends we walk 21 kilometers. So this is where we total 21 kilometers in 2 days. So this is where our members are also undertaking this event, this challenge during the weekend. Couple of them are already online right now who are taking this challenge. We also have a Navratri challenge. The Navratri challenge is to walk 10,000 steps every day. So this is how there is a festival specific challenge going on. This is about it. We have crossed around 2,70,000 rupees of donation on Impact Tab. So people will go to gym and pay to lose weight, and the members of our community walk together and generate money for charity of their choice. So this is how the entire update is for TMI community. Thanks for joining in. Now let me switch over to introducing our speaker, Rishi Gangoly. So Rishi Gangoly is he is a digital marketing consultant. He has worked for Apple when Steve Jobs was alive, and he is a sought after technology expert with tech experience of over 25 years. He delivers website, email marketing, and digital training, consultation, and associated services. His specialized tech services include various marketing campaigns. He owns a startup called webviews.in. Sorry, I'm sorry for this. There are a couple of people who were waiting. And WebView designs and develops website and web apps. So Rishi is a guru of websites, web pages, web presence, and marketing associated with it. So then afterwards, his team offers various customized email marketing and digital marketing services to customers not only in Mumbai or in India, but hold your breath. His customers are spread across US, UAE, UK, Canada, and other Southeast Asian countries. So this is where Rishi is with us. Rishi is going to deliver 3 different talks for our community, and this is the first talk in the series of these 3 talks. So thank you so much for joining us, Rishi. We welcome you, and over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for that introduction. And I guess I'll just get started. So I have to switch to presentation mode, right? This is something I have to get used to.
Yes.
Before I do share my screen, I just want to send a little link to the website. Do people get access to the chat here, or should I be sending that to you later?
Yeah, people have access to chat. So
Okay, great. Fabulous. So this is the website that I'm going to open. It's a website that we have created for anybody that wants to learn how to create a website and practice. Okay, so it's like a practice ground for learning how I'm going to show you how to make a website in 1 hour. Right? We are right now at 5:05. By around 6 p.m. we should be done. I'll be even handling questions. Okay. Now, of course. One of the first things that people ask me is that they want a website, and when I ask them, why do you want a website, right? And the first thing they say is, yeah, Rishi, जब मैं कार्ड देता हूँ किसी को तो यार website नहीं है वहाँ पे, and they say, actually you don't have a website, so it's like a credibility issue, So I guess the first reason that most people want to have a website is because they want to show it's like the representation of their office, it's like some. It could be fake for all you care, but the point is that it still kind of showcases you as an established organization, and therefore it appears like you're not somebody who just is not a fly-by-night company. आज है कल disappear हो गया ऐसा नहीं. So that's the reason, one of the main reasons people ask me for a website, which is why they just want to start up with something really quick. Yeah, just put something nice, अच्छा दिखना चाहिए. That's it. बाद में देखेंगे. It's only later that they realize that they can actually use it to create their brand, actually use it as a place to capture leads in case business advertising is done. And then it also becomes a place where they can sell their products online. All kinds of things can be done on a website. So I will be, of course, starting today with a very basic website. And then beyond that, you can do blogging and e-commerce and so many other things, which I can show you places where you can learn about that as well. So this website is owned by us, and it's available. Anybody can go to this website and create the website. I will actually be showing it to you today, and then after today, you can actually refer to the recording that Chintan is going to make available to you guys, I guess, and you all can look at the recording and just repeat what I have just shown you today. Correct? So I think I've also in the calendar invitation there was a video. I just want you guys can chat while I talk. Is that something that works?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So if you want, you can also make it interactive and then ask people to unmute and put up their query, or they can put up their query in chat as well.
Correct. So normally what I prefer is that just keep your questions ready on some notepad. Don't paste it on the chat right now. And I would suggest just make a note of it, because in the chat maybe it will go up and I will miss it. Okay. So my request is I just want to first check how many people have actually seen that video which Chintan has sent along with the invitation. Just type yes or no. So yes, you've seen the video, and no, you have not seen the video. So I just get an idea as to how many people have seen it. Okay, we've got 3 replies. Can you guys? Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so most of you have not seen it. Yes, a couple people have seen it, so that's good. No problem. That video you can watch later also. It's just to show you how easy it is. That was the idea, to see, so then I can prepare you all for the program now. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me just share my screen. And then now my screen is being shared, I guess, correct? Now, let me see. Okay, so I don't see myself here. That's fine. But you guys can see a purple color website. Okay, I'll look back to see chat.
Yes, we can see your screen, and yes, we can see websitetraining.in.
Perfect, fabulous. So this is the website that I sent in the chat, and now you guys can see this on your screens, correct? So So as I said earlier, there is a gentleman that's asked a question here. Is it necessary to know Java for website creation? So can you, Shankar, hold on to this question on your notepad and ask me this at the end, and we can do it let maybe one to one. Screen not visible. Is my screen not visible? Somebody saying screen is not visible.
Now it is visible here for me in Mumbai. Vasant, Deepak,
Screen is
can
visible.
Yeah, this is Deepak. No, not visible to me. I can see you, Rishiji.
Okay, so I guess I don't have to do anything. If some people can see my screen, that means the person who can't see my screen has to do something to see my screen, correct?
yeah, so Deepak, you will have to
Yeah, I
unsee
got
Rishi
it.
Gangoly.
Yeah. Done.
Okay,
Okay.
great. So if at any point of time you can't see my screen and all of you can't see my screen, you don't type it in the chat, because now I can't see the chat. I'm only seeing my screen right now. I can't even see myself. I can't see you guys. So let's just go with this. Okay, great. So I'm going to click here to get started. In fact, before I get started, I'm going to go back and stop my presenting. Right. So fundamentally, before I get started and before you get started, you have to understand that to put up a page, website, you need the content. Now, content is text, it is images, it is videos, right? It can be all three. So people just start getting with the tech part of it. Tech is actually simple. I'll show you today. The challenging part is the content. Now, either you hire a content writer to say, this is my company brief, and can you write some short paras so that I can give me some nice images that will represent my company or my brand image or my industry, or the services that I'm offering, and you put a nice page together. Okay. Content is what really takes time. So right now I'm going to go with the dummy content that's already available with the templates, and you'll see the tech part of it is quite simple. Okay, so let me share my screen again. Okay, so just one person, I think Chintan, you can tell me if you can see my screen, then I can proceed.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, great. So when you go to website training, all of you guys can anytime click on this create website, and just fill in your details. I'll just fill in mine. I kept a separate email ID just for these demos. And Mumbai. And when you click on next, it shows you a disclaimer. This disclaimer is basically that the website will remain active only for 30 days, because we don't have infinite storage here. This is just for our clients who want to get a sense of how to create a website. We've kept it active for 30 days. So in 30 days, you better take a backup of your website and transfer it to your server. Or we can even provide you hosting if you want, and we will move it to a separate server so that when it gets deleted from here, you still have access to your website. So just click on I agree, create my website, and then you give it about 4 or 5 seconds, and it will start creating your website. Now it says, please check your inbox or spam folder, because sometimes messages end up in spam folder, to find an email from helpdesk@webdudes.in. That's my company, helpdesk@webdudes. And the subject line will be verify your email address to create a website. You need to click the link on that email to activate your website. So we'll do that. I'll go to my email. And here we go. I have my email from here. This says verify your email address. And it says, here it is. It's from helpdesk@webdudes.in. And click on verify. This is just to make sure we don't have people with invalid email addresses to activate their sites on our server. Otherwise, we used to have a lot of people putting all kinds of stuff. Now, of course, you enter your website name, and in this place, I'll just put Rishi Gangoly right now. And password, you can't leave it blank. You have to give a 8-character password. And in this 8 characters, you should have a capital letter, that's called uppercase, at least one lowercase, and at least one number. A combination of these three has to be there. So I'm just going to put one password that has all three combinations. And the moment you enter all three correct combinations, it will anyway tell you it's good. So I can go ahead and click on create website. And while it is creating, I'm also going to save it so that I don't have to remember what I just entered. Okay. And now you get about 5 seconds and it's done. So here, your website created, close this pop-up and scroll to locate your website and click dashboard to get started. Okay, so I'm going to close this pop-up and let's see what he's talking about. So if I scroll down, you will see that there are lots of 33 websites over here. All these websites are from previous classes that I've taken. And you'll see at the bottom, there's one called Rishi Gangoly, which I just created right now. So if I click on website, it will just show me the first empty page. Now, of course, there is no dedicated domain for this website. It is, if you notice over here, it shows here Yoda website training and Rishi Gangoly. So this is just for temporary purposes. It's not your live website. Okay. Now, of course, this is just a sample page that the software just created for us in one go. We're going to actually change this default page to something much more. So for that, we have to go to the dashboard. The dashboard is the control panel. It's like where you go in and make all the changes to your website. And click on dashboard. And then, of course, I will put the username and password is already saved, like I just showed you, and click on login. And once you log in, this is how the dashboard looks. You've got a panel on the left here, black color, and in the center is, you see, whichever side on the side is active, that will show over here. So, for example, if I go to pages and I click on that, I will see the pages list. If I click on posts over here on the left, I will see all the posts. If I go to settings over here, then I will see all the settings options over here. So just like everything on the left, if I click somewhere, I will go to something specific. And of course, I will not be covering entire settings features over here. I will just cover the basics that you need to know about. Okay. Now, once this is done, I just want to show you that there is this software called Divi. Okay. Now, this Divi theme allows me to create pages and stuff like that. This is the paid software. Okay. This software, if you look at the cost of Divi, so today if I go to Divi, sorry, not here. So there is this Divi software which we have bought. If you see the pricing for this, it's quite an expensive software. It is about $249, which today, if you think about the costs for a $249 software, let's go to Google and find out. $249 in rupees. Right? So that's about 18,000 rupees. Okay. Now, 18,000 rupees, most of people, at least in India, startups and all, they will not say, why should we buy the software? So what we've done is we've negotiated a deal with them and we are offering tech support. So you don't have to go to Divi, you can come to us for tech support and we license this software for a very small price of 2,000 rupees. So if you go to our software here, our website, you can buy Divi and it's available for only 2,000 rupees. Okay. And this you can install on one website, you can install on the second website, you can install on the third website. There is no per website cost. It's just a one-time software cost that you buy. And all tech support, you come to us for that. So that's just something I want to tell you. And you can use this Divi software. And when you click on updates, you can enter the username and you can put the API key. And you'll get all the features of this Divi software, which I will be sending to Chintan. You will be sending me their email address. Do I send it to them by email or how does that work? Or should I send it to you?
Yeah, I would send it. I would send it to them.
So I will send you the username and the API, and then you can forward it to all your people, and then they can later on take a look and try it out on their own. Okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
Fabulous. Okay, great. So let's go back to now. I'm going to just go to the main website, main page, and on the home page, for example, this is the default look over here. I'm going to now start the visual builder. So you can see this on top, enable visual builder in purple color. when I click on this, because I'm already logged in to the system, it will allow me to edit this website. Okay. Now it will take a little 5-10 seconds to load this editor. But then this editor is such an editor that whatever you change on the website, you will see exactly how it's going to look. Okay. You don't have to make the changes to the website and then come back to see how it looks. Right there and then you will see how the website is going to look. And I'm going to click on start building. First time around, you just click on start building, so it will load again. Because I'm taking you through the tour. You don't have to go through the tour that Divi is giving. But here it is. And here I can change now the image on the right, or I can change the text on the left, right? And before I start making changes to any text, I want to show you some things over here. Okay, for example, you will see that when I move my mouse, you will see a black box over here. This is known as a text widget because this is text and this is a little box, so that's a little widget. Even this little text widget is another text widget here. So every widget will have a black box. Okay, so if I move my mouse on top of something, you'll see a black box that comes, and then I can control it. Like for example, this second icon is about the settings, right? Now let's go here and see if there is a widget here. There is no widget here. That means this image is not inside this right side, but it is part of this green color box, which is the rows and columns. Okay. Now in the rows and columns is within a section, and the section is the blue section here, this blue one. So let's actually scroll down and show you another section. This next section over here, what we do, as you can see, the blue section starts from one end to the extreme right end. Okay, this is the section. But what we do is a widget which is inside this green color column. Okay, and there is only one column in this row over here, this green one. Now let's take a look at the next. In the same section, there is 3 different widgets in this row, right? There are 3 columns and 3 rows here. Even here, same, right? You got these 3, and in these ones, of course, you got these little icons, this little text, and this paragraph. Okay, so you'll see that there are many more sections. This is a video widget where you can actually embed videos inside this. Then we have some numbers widget, and they have a different function. And like that, there are many sections that is already created for you, which you can then go on and on adding or deleting sections if you like. So let me just first quickly go all the way to the top and show you how to start editing the website. So first things first, let me make this learn website, and I'm just replacing the text in 1 hour, right? So I can go to press enter here. To learn website, or we can write it create website in 1 hour, right? So you can see how easy it is to do. And normally what I do is I don't change the fonts, I don't change the colors, because the person who has designed this template is a designer. So why do I need to break my head and start designing when that is not my expertise, right? I know what I want to say, or I'll ask somebody, give me some content to write so that I can create my website. Okay. In the next section below here, I can just say, in 1 hour, you will learn how to create a website and also blog and sell products. Right, and then in this button over here, you can put this button as a call to action to go somewhere. Like maybe you can say no more, or contact us, or something, or register. Right, and if I'm going to tell them to register, I can tell them go take a link, and over here I can say http:// Rishi.events, right? And I can choose to go to not the same window, but a new tab, so that at least when they click on the register, they are not going to go away from my website. Look, suppose if I click on exit and then I say save and exit, now I will test out this register button which I have just created. Okay, I will now let it load. It's just loading again. And I'm going to click on register. It's opened it in a new tab. So if somebody goes to my program and they click on the button wherever they go and they just want to try and see what is happening, then they get opened a new tab. And if they close this tab, they have still not yet left my website. So that's why it's always good to open a link that is to another site into a new tab. Okay. Awesome. Let's show you how we can change this image. Now, my image has got to do with website. So I'll take you to a lovely website called Pixabay. And just for the convenience of everybody, I'm going to just paste it here. This is a very nice website where you can find lots of beautiful images. So since I'm going to be teaching WordPress, I'm going to actually search for any images on WordPress. So this is, these are nice images, really good one. This is of course the logo of WordPress. I can use this image. Even this is nice. I can use this one on the right about blogging and all that, or I can use this image. So let's say I take this W image over here. And since it's not a very large image, I can probably go and click on free download, and I can choose say maybe 1280 resolution or maybe 640 resolution. So I typically like to go for 640 only if it is very, very small. So I'm going to go with 1280, and then I'm going to click on download. And since I have not yet registered, it's asking me to enter the captcha, which means I have to prove that I'm not some automatic software and I'm actually a human being. And then I click on download. If you go to the top right here, you can just join here for free. They don't charge any money. Anyway, here's the image. It has been downloaded now. So this is the image I'm going to use on my website. So remember guys, Pixabay is completely free. You can use this, no legal problems of misusing or getting anything into any legal issue with any copyright issue, nothing like that. Pixabay, free for use. People are contributing. People donate images to Pixabay. In fact, even I donated. I think if you search over here for Rishi Gangoly, I think you'll find me. I think it's maybe Rishi. I don't know. Somehow it doesn't show up here, but actually it's there. Maybe they've not made it available as a tag. Anyway, but you can upload your own photographs. Let me go and change this photograph. Right. So I'm going to click on this green color box where it says settings, and in the row settings there are two columns. I'm going to go to the second column, and in the second column there is this thing called background, and in the background I can actually click on the circle, and actually over here, if I have got this downloaded here, this is the file. I can just take this image and drag it onto the browser, and it will upload the file. Then I click on upload an image, which is at the bottom right here, and now it will replace the image of the headphone with the WordPress. Okay. Now, of course, there's a little option here called parallax. If I turn it off, it will zoom out a little bit, which is slightly better in my view for this purpose. So I'm going to just click on save, and here we go. So create your website in Vanna, and we'll talk about WordPress website. So I've changed an image. I'm going to show you something else here. Again, all this content that you want to say must be ready before you start designing your page. Okay. So what we do, right, this is just some dummy content away. You have to replace this text with whatever content about what you do or your company does, right? So if you're into, I'm into doing WordPress. I'm going to teach for people WordPress. So I will write WordPress as a title. If I was doing Google Ads, so then I will write over here that I will do Google Ads. If I'm saying I want to do LinkedIn lead generation, so I'll write lead generation. Right? Now, now, if I want to change this icon, I can click on the, again, settings, and I can scroll down over here. You can see here. And under image and icon, I can see a second scroll, which is a blue color scroll. You can scroll all the way down. And over here, they have the WordPress icons. I'm going to take the WordPress icon and select that and see. They've got the same WordPress icon is there. Okay. Now, remember one thing is very important to save your pages every time you make changes. Otherwise, you will feel miserable. So this little purple circular thing at the bottom, if you click it, it will expand into many options. And on the right, there's a green color option which says save. Click on that and your changes, whatever you've done so far, will be saved on the server. So don't forget to do that. All right. Let's take a look at one last thing I can do here is changing it into a video. Okay. So right now I'm going to go and look for a video on YouTube. And this is my own YouTube channel. And this is one of my intro videos. I'm just going to right click and copy the video URL, right? So click on copy video URL and go back over here. And in the widget, I'm going to click on the black box where it says settings. And inside there, there's an option to click on the video. And then again, inside there, there's another circle settings here. And inside this pop-up, there's an insert from the URL. And that is where I can delete this and paste the YouTube video of my company, which I have created through some marketing agency that has made their creative agency. They created my video for me. And I can say insert into the post. So now notice, unlike in the case of the image, I uploaded the image. But in the case of the video, I don't want to upload the video because the video is too big to upload to my website. And these are all shared servers, so we don't have too much of bandwidth, okay, on the server. So I would suggest you just link, you upload the video to YouTube, which anyway Google is allowing you to do for free on YouTube. And instead, whatever thumbnail you use over there, in the overlay section, you just say generate the thumbnail from the video on YouTube itself. So it will create the thumbnail, and it has got my YouTube video image over there, and I just click on save, and then even here I click on save, right? So now if you look at my website, if I go to file, new incognito window, and I go to website training, let's take a look at my website. So I'll go to website, and that's really nice to see that Mr. Nitikata Karal, I don't know who he is, but he's somebody obviously here. He's also gone and created his website. Awesome. Very cool. So here's my website. See the changes have come. There's the text over here. You can see the changes I've made over here. And then the video has also come, the new video, which is mine. If I click on play, it'll go straight to YouTube and play the video. They don't have to leave my website. They can watch it right here. So that's video. All right, now let's go back and I'll do one more little thing for you, and then we can take it up for questions. Yeah. Now there's most of the times you'll have all kinds of sections displaying all kinds of information. But one very important thing which I think most people should be doing is the contact form. Okay, so let me write here. Okay, so I want to make sure that they can give me the sufficient data about their name, their email address, their company name, and whatever message they want to give. And of course, in here, the standard template doesn't know my email address. So I'm going to actually go to the settings, and I'm actually going to scroll down and tell them to send it to me on Rishi Gangoly coaching at gmail.com. And I'm going to save this. That's it, save. Now I'm going to go to the incognito window again and refresh. And let's take a look at the website with the new contact form below. So I'm going to write, my name is Chintan, and Chintan at oza.com. I don't know his email address. CO, and hello, this is a test message, Chintan. Right, and I click on send, and it will take a few seconds to go out, and it will just give us a confirmation. It says thank you for contacting us. Now actually let's go and check if the email has arrived. So let me go back to my email. I'll delete this verification email. I don't need it anymore. So I'm going to click on delete. And I'm going to click, oh, there we go. Chintan Oza, new message from Rishi Gangoly, WordPress site. Hello. And there we go. I've received his message. And if I, although it's come from mail at Yoda, website training and all that, when I click on reply, if he had entered his correct email address, which was chintan@oza.com, if that was his email, then if I replied something and sent it to him, he would have actually got it. But if he typed his wrong email address, then he would have not got the mail. All right. At this point, I'm going to just pause and I'm going to take questions. So let me close this and let me go to stop presenting and open it up for questions. And I'm right now a little less than 1 hour, so I'm happy to take questions. So should I answer Lalit Vazirani's question? Can I use my form's specific? Oh, sorry, this is another question. There was a Java question. Shankar was asking, is it necessary to know Java for website creation? So as you can see, I didn't do anything with Java. I just used WordPress to create a website and it's up and running, right? So hopefully that answers your question, Shankar. But if you need to ask a follow-up question, please do so. Next one is, you need to unpin Rishi, okay? All right, unpin me. Can I use my firm's specific theme colors too? Yeah, so that's a great question. Okay, you can use your theme colors. There are ways to do that. There's a little bit more when you need to do those kind of specific things. Then of course you will have to go in depth into the settings at the back end to change the color. We do that because typically when any customer asks us to create a website for them, we ask them for their logo. Because their logo is what will have the colors, and then we use those colors across the entire theme. So there is a way to do that, and I will probably show you. I will just give you the link. support.webdudes.in. This link is a portal. You can just go register and log in and send us any question you like. We will help you with any question that you might have. Even after this workshop, you can contact us for help. So go ahead, use the website, try it out, change the colors. If you're getting stuck, just send us an email and we'll tell you how to change the colors. Also, I want to just say one more thing. So we have two types of support. We have the free support and we have the paid support. Free support is on this portal, which I just showed you. Go to support.webdudes.in. You can even send an email to helpdesk@webdudes.in. So if you don't want to go to the portal and register yourself, you just go and type an email to helpdesk@webdudes.in. It will go into the system, it will automatically create a ticket. I will assign it to either Harshit or somebody else to respond to you. And we usually respond within 24 hours, maximum 48 hours. But if you need like a one-on-one coaching session, then we have the paid option. So if you go to website training.in, and let me share my screen one more time. So am I sharing my screen now? Not yet. You are present.
Yes, yes, it has come up now.
Okay, great. So here, if you go to website training.in, so here is the tech support option on the top right corner. So the free support, I told you, you can connect via email or the support portal. So when you go to the support portal, you will just log in to the website and create your ticket. And if you go for paid support, we charge $2,000 an hour. But this is live one-to-one support on Zoom. So when you click on pay, then you get the option to make a payment through our payment gateway. And you can pay through any option that you like, net banking, debit card, credit card, whatever you like, Paytm, Google Pay, whatever option. And then you get an option to book a time from us, and then you'll be able to get personalized one-to-one coaching. So that's how our model works. It currently works on a free model for somebody who just wants tech support through email or things like that. But we also have a paid option to get one-to-one coaching as well. That's our our revenue generation model, right? We also provide hosting. So if you go to the website and you want to host the website with us, we'll give you the DV software bundle for free. You don't even have to pay the 2,000 rupees, because along with our hosting, we'll provide the DV software, and you just have to point your domain name, if you already registered one, onto our server, and we'll take care of it from there after that. Okay, let's take a look at the next question, which is, how do I create a marketplace? What would be the most efficient model of creating a multi-language site? Okay, how do I create a marketplace? So let me try and understand the question. So Chintan, we can have mics open, right? It's easier, right?
Hi Rishi, Jitendra here. I wrote the question.
Yeah. Yes, correct. So let's go ahead and just expand what you mean by marketplace. Like,
marketplace, it'll not be a plain simple actually putting up a catalog. It would be actually allowing my own vendors also to actually set up their catalog, and then I become an aggregator.
Right. Okay, very good question. So there are plugins in WordPress, okay? And plugins allow you some functionality. So there are a lot of free plugins and there are a lot of paid plugins, or there are some free plugins that say, we'll give you these feature sets in the free version. But if you want those additional 3 fabulous features, you're gonna have to upgrade to a, like a $50 a year or a $100 a year plan. And then you don't have to spend lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of rupees of developing the software. You just leverage off on getting 80 to 90% of your requirements met through a ready-made $50, $100 software. That's it. And that's what we've been doing for all our customers. So in terms of a marketplace, we could probably get offline, and I can type in my email address here. You can send me an email is the best and the most efficient way to send me an email, and you can get more specific about what marketplace, like there are different types of marketplaces, right? So yes. Is it industry specific? Is it a metal industry? Is it this industry? Whatever it is, and then you send that to me, and I will tell you what would be the most appropriate plugin to go for. And then if you need any help with installing it or configuring it, you can try it out on our server and then see how it works for you.
Perfect. And about the multilingual thing?
And as far as multilingual, again, there is a plugin. There's one free plugin is available, but it has some limitations. Okay, it's very popular. It is used by many people, but it has some limitations. And there's a paid version, which is fantastic. It does everything. It's about, I think, 100 or 200 euros, I think, for a one-time payment, I think, or maybe it's a year, 75 euros per year or something like that. I will, again, I will send you the plugin details. Just remind me. I don't remember it offhand right now. If you ask me, I'm like not remembering the name, but it's there. There are good multiple. So once you still have to create the website in multiple languages. So supposing you're doing it in English, Hindi, and Marathi. Okay, so 3 languages you're doing.
Right.
Now, English part, you get the content writer to come, but then Either you need a content writer that will create the Hindi version, or a translator that will take the English content and translate it into Hindi, and then you will take another translator to translate the English into Marathi. And so that means every page in your website will have 3 languages. But the thing is, the moment they switch language to Hindi or Marathi, all the pages will automatically display the appropriate Hindi page now.
Correct.
If you got like 35 pages on your website, you'll have to keep 35 multiplied by 3 pages. But the 35, 35, 35, right? You'll have about 105 pages totally. Because each one will have a respective Marathi and a Hindi version associated. Yeah. So we did it for one client, but I think he didn't want to pay for 75 euros. I thought it was worth it, It's like not much.
No, of course, because having worked with the CDAC and others for Government of India,
yes,
which itself a chargeback was too expensive. So $75 or euros is nothing.
Nothing. So,
I agree.
It's all seamless. Huh? As long as you have created the content on all 3 languages,
right,
it's a seamless operation. You switch on the main corner of the website, you just switch the language, the whole website changes respectively to that. It's really very good. Powerful, very powerful plugin. So that's the multilingual way you can do it.
I'll definitely get in touch with you. And
Sure.
since you know that I'm talking about marketplace and multilingual, so I'm not looking at the free stuff, but
yes,
more
exactly.
serious talking.
Exactly. If you're going to make money, I mean, to thoda
Absolutely. खर्चा करना पड़ेगा. Agree.
Correct. Great. Let's take the next question, which is Shankar. Can you be specific on loading video to YouTube? Okay, Shankar, why don't you turn your mic on? If your mic is working, that is, hopefully. What did you mean by specific on loading video to YouTube? Oh, you mean like how to do it? I can show you how to do it. Okay, get it. I'll show you. So it's very simple. I'm going to share my screen. All right. It just takes some time for the screen to start sharing, right? Here we go. Presenting screen. Now, okay, great. So basically, if you have a Gmail address, you can go to youtube.com and you will see that either you will get an option to say sign in. Like for example, if I go to an incognito window, right? And if I go to youtube.com, you will see that I am not signed in. Incognito means not signed in. Google is not tracking me now. It is not checking who I am. Okay. What am I? What am I name? What am I male, female? How much? What I do? All activities shut off in incognito. So normally, when the first time anybody goes to a computer, it will ask you to sign in. Can you see on the top right, there is a sign in option. Okay. Now, normally we are all signed into our Gmails. At least 99% of us have got signed into our Gmail. So we already, here you can see Rishi Gangoly at gmail.com. I've already signed into my YouTube account, right? And whatever is customized for my viewing has come. Like if I'm watching comedians and Sadhguru or something, they will automatically show up here. Now in here, there is a button over here, which is this camera with a plus icon over here, all right? So this camera, if I click on that, it gives me the option to say upload video. Okay. When I click on upload video, it will take me to, the first time it might ask me to just say create your channel, and I say yes, continue. But since I have already created a channel, he will just take me straight away into the upload option. And then I just click on select file. And then I get, of course, I can search for some video file on my computer. Maybe I've recorded some Zoom here. This is how to make the landing pages as explained by Anup. So this is a video.
Hey, hi Anup.
So this is some video that have been created. So I can upload this video and just click on open. And when I start uploading this file, which I will take maybe this one I already did upload, but I'll show it to you. Let me close this. It is already uploaded this afternoon only. There is how to make landing pages. Here we go. Can you see this one? So when I go to this one, this is of course, I have not made it publicly viewable because this was internally uploaded for some client of ours. But in any YouTube video, you will always get the link, right? So this link is always there, correct? On top. Shankar, can you hear me? Sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
So basically, I'm not going to
No,
play video.
no. How do you have your own channel? That's
nothing. Do you have a Gmail address?
yes, I have.
Yeah. So when you go the first time, I told you, when like first time when you come into YouTube, have you already signed in as yourself?
Okay.
when you are already signed in. If you're not, you're probably looking something like, let me go to incognito window again and show it to you. YouTube.com. When you go to, if you are not signed in, it will tell you like this. See, on the top right corner, you'll see a blue color square box over here. It'll come. Just one moment. Here, can you see this blue color sign in?
Yes, yes.
So this is, if you are not signed in, you cannot upload the video, right? Because if you click on this upload and you click on upload, he'll say first sign in. Right? And then once you sign in, then it will say, do you want to create a channel? You say yes. And it's okay, give me the name of your channel. You give the name of the channel, and that's it. You're done.
Oh, okay.
And then once you create the channel for yourself, you just upload the video. And when you upload the video, you'll get a list of videos like this one. So here I have uploaded, I don't know how many videos out here. There are so many. I keep uploading a lot of video content over here. Nowadays, internet is so fast. So if you open any video, like this particular one is, let's talk about Paradism. This happens to be public. Okay, so again, this is accessible. Even if you search for it, you will find it. Now, this YouTube link, which is there, right? This YouTube link is what you have to copy. Now, I'm just going to pause this video right now. I'm not going to play it.
Instead of video, can you have just audio?
On YouTube?
So, yeah.
I don't know, but I'm not sure whether you can upload. What you can do? Why do you want to upload audio and not video? I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, because you have a static image and record a message on audio, and then you play it onto your website.
Okay, so actually you can upload an audio file on your website. So it's just like how you uploaded a JPEG file as a photograph. You can also upload a audio file, but that won't have any image, but that will have the audio. Now,
How do you superimpose the audio file onto an image?
So you have to create a video. So you can create a video, right, with the audio track and have that image, still image of say you are interviewing somebody, okay, or three people are having a conversation. But you don't have the video of theirs, right? You only have their three photographs. You make a JPEG. You can go to a website like, say, canva.com or something. Just punch it in here. Take a look at it. There's a very nice website called canva.com.
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
You just go there and type YouTube thumbnail. And you make 3 grid or something like that. I'll show you some examples of it.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Canva.
Yeah, so you have a 3 grid or a 2 grid, and you put 2 people. You write whatever you want. And you superimpose that image and the audio file, you make a video out of it through whatever video editing software you might be using. All right. And then what happens is the audio file and still image will become a video file. And then you upload the video file. And then you take the video file and you link that to your website. Don't upload the video because video footage will take a lot more
space. Yeah.
It's more heavy in terms of size and all that. And YouTube is already freely available. You can just use their data centers to stream the video. They will not leave your website. If you noticed in my website, I just pressed the play button and it stayed on my website. It did not go to YouTube. All the people will see on the bottom right is the YouTube is there, but that's fine. Nowadays, people are doing that. At the end of the day, you want to watch the video. So, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Welcome. Okay, great. Let's take the next question, which is how do I create? Am I still sharing my screen? No. Yeah. Okay. So, can you be specific? Okay. This is from Harshad. Hopefully, Harshad is still there somewhere. Okay. How
we identify fake website? If someone is created such type website and doing something business for a month, so how we identify this is a fake website?
You mean like if I create a website and it's not apple.com, but I try and fake it as apple.com?
No. If someone
something phishing, I think sir is talking about phishing.
Do you know of any site like that? Can you show me? Then I can just probably give you better insights into that.
Harshad, I guess we are here to create the website. There would be a separate training how to spot fake websites.
Yeah, write to me an email. Send it to me by email. I'm happy to. I'm a tech guy. I can find answers for sure. But yeah, I guess Chintan is right. We are on how to create a website in 1 hour today. Okay.
That
Next.
is, this question is out of curriculum.
Sorry,
I'm
sir.
sorry. Say that again. I didn't get that.
This question is out of syllabus.
But it's a good question. Send me an email. Hopefully, you guys have my email by now.
We have an invigilator and an examiner also, like Chintan.
All right, great. Next one is again from Lalit. Do you also host email with spam and virus filtering? Okay, this is a good one. So this is again a little off syllabus, but since I mentioned hosting, I think it's worth covering. So absolutely, when it comes to hosting a website, we do only hosting of a website. Although the fact that you get to create email accounts in a hosting plan, I think those days are gone today. When where you get an email account like Rishi at Webroot because you bought a website. But today, with the spam and virus problems and whatnot, I think people have slowly started to make the transition and paying per mailbox. Right? You go to the one we got shifted to in 2009. I think it was. We took G Suite. That is from Google. Now it's called Google Workspace or something like that. So G Suite is about 2,500 rupees per mailbox per year. Okay, and that's like we got about 4 IDs now in the company because we had a team of 2-3 people, but we needed some extra email IDs. But we figured it's better to pay that price. Each one of us gets 30 GB space on that mailbox, which is still not yet over. But we figured that the best solution for email, spam, viruses, of course, spam still slips through, but I have to keep training the email application to catch the spam. And in terms of sending messages out, for sure, when you go to the hosting companies and you use the built-in email system, like here is a hosting company, you go to GoDaddy or Big Rock or whatever, and you bought the hosting space of 10 GB, 20 GB, whatever, and then you created 5 mailboxes, and you are sending mail from the system, and it is landing up in the people's spam folder. That happens all the time, right? And the companies will not take any responsibility for that, like GoDaddy or any hosting company. They will clearly say, "I'm sorry, that's not our problem," because that same server which is hosting your website at a very low cost, 5,000-10,000 rupees per year, which if you see a dedicated server will cost a lakh and a half per year. But because that is a server that is split across multiple people's websites, therefore they all have their own domains on that same IP address, it's quite possible out of the 100 customers, 1 or 2 of them are stupid idiots who are sending out spam. Of course, they block it out, they block such people, but by that time, already the IP gets blacklisted. So it's not a reliable method to use the email system of the hosting company for email and assume that spam and virus problems would be taken care of. It doesn't happen that way. I recommend either you go for G Suite from Google or you go from Office 365 from Microsoft. These are the 2 top of the line ones. They're competing right now. I think Microsoft is at about $1,800 a mailbox per year. And Google is about $2,500 bucks per year per mailbox. Hopefully, I've answered your question. If you still have a follow-up question, feel free to ask me more questions. Next question from Karan Sood. Please repeat how you reached to edit Visual Builder tab. Okay, so I can just tell you. You can watch the recording later. How much time do we have? It's 6 o'clock right now. We can go on, Chintan, for.
Yeah, we can go up to 7:15. So that's not
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I think I can show then, right? If I got one
Yeah,
more,
yes.
I can go. Okay, great. Let me. Oh, I have to share my screen. So you remember the website training. One is the website icon and one is the dashboard icon in blue. One second. Who's the person that asked this question? Karan. Karan, are you still there? Is your mic working?
Yeah, Karan, can you unmute yourself and share your question once again?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great, Karan. Good. Okay, so can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you go to the dashboard, you will go into the website itself. First, you get a login name and password. Because I'm already logged in, it didn't ask me. But other than last login name and password, and then give me the dashboard, right? Now, when I've logged into the website, and then say if I go to the main website and I look at the home page, right? Now, here is the main home page, all right? Here, can you see this on top here? Karan?
So
I'm yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm not getting that option. I am getting that tab, but I'm not getting that option on my laptop.
You are getting. Do you see this black on thing? You don't see, right?
Yeah. This so I'm able to see this black one also, but I'm not able to see this particular option.
So 1 second. You are right now. You've created it here on
Yeah.
Which is your website? Which is
Nitika Thakral. So I was the one who had created that.
Correct. Yeah. So let's go to your dashboard here, and right now you're okay to share your username and password.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. What's the username?
It's Nitika Thakral.
Oh yeah, correct. Usernames are always the same as the website name. And then go ahead and
Password is capital P.
P. Yeah. 1 second. I'm just going to open it here. Yeah.
Yeah. Then everything in small. OIUYT 1@.
Okay. So I'm going to log in. Oh, it says incorrect. Did I get it right? Sorry. Can you tell me again? P
Capital. Yeah. So OIUYT.
Is that correct?
1. Yeah. 1@.
Okay. So let's try login one more time. Yeah, I think I got the last time. I'm just going to save it here.
Yeah.
Now, when you are you able to see this screen when you log in?
Yeah, I'm able to see this
Okay,
screen.
then when you go to this, can you see this home icon on the top left where my mouse is moving?
Yeah. Okay. Visit site.
When I go to the home website, you see the black thing still here?
Yeah.
Now you see it. Okay, great.
Now I'm able to see it.
Now you're able to see it. Okay, fabulous, great, super. Good to know that it got sorted. Next question is from. What is Divi? A theme or space or something like Elementor? Yes, it is like Elementor. It's a theme builder. Okay, it's a theme. You can say it's a theme. It's an editor, 2-in-1 combo, right? So I will be sending Chintan the user ID and the 30-day trial, so you can try it on this website, the website training.in. Plus, you can even try it on your existing website. But I would suggest try it here, do all your R&D, do all your Kida and all that on this server. Once you're happy, then you get in touch with Rishi now and help me to transfer it. I'll give you the information on how to transfer the content from here to your existing website, wherever it is hosted, GoDaddy or wherever it is. All right. So hopefully that answered your question. Next one is the student's perspective. That's the name of the person? Wow. This is cool.
No. That's me. I'm Manav. Google का थोड़ा issue हो गया था. Okay. So my question is कि let's say there is an e-commerce website, okay, and I want to build a calculator for them. कि there is taxes, delivery charges, product catalog price, etc. Can I do that using your server?
Yeah, actually we have another one called e-commerce. Let me just share this link with you, okay? I have a video that explains to people how to make an e-commerce website, okay? So how to make an e-commerce website. I'm just going to paste it in the link here. That's another 1 hour. Sorry, I will get pasted. Copy, paste. So, gone? Yeah, I've sent the link. This is how to make an e-commerce website. You can put your 18% GST tax and all that stuff automatically. Have you heard of something called WooCommerce, a plugin?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
No.
So the plugin name is called WooCommerce. just typing it in here in the chat anyway, in case you want to look it up. But in that other link that I just gave you right now is a dedicated 1-hour video on only how to do an e-commerce website for shopping cart. Okay, so you can use the same website, training.in, and follow those instructions. And you can install a plugin called WooCommerce, which is an e-commerce engine for WordPress. And then you can install a payment gateway. You can put the taxes. You can put the shipping calculator, depending on the PIN code. All of that stuff is there. WooCommerce is a massive project on WordPress. So that.
Can I interfere? So just a second. I think Manav has gotten something wrong. He spoke about this. Manav, what you use on WordPress is WooCommerce. That thing is only WooCommerce which you're already using. Okay, so
I was asking for Divi. Does Divi have that?
No. So Divi is a theme. It works. So okay. Let me explain it in a way that. So at the base platform is WordPress. Okay. Just think of WordPress like, say, Microsoft Windows operating system. Okay. So it's at the platform. Let's call it a platform. And on top of the WordPress platform, you've got WooCommerce, and you've got Divi. Divi is a theme, and WooCommerce is a plugin for the shopping cart engine. But they can work together also. Like Divi can work; it's compatible with WooCommerce.
Okay.
Because it's got layouts. Let me show you some of the layouts. Okay. Here is some of the layouts that you can see on. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so for example, these are some of the Divi layouts. We just showed one yellow one that was available, right? When we shared my screen, and I showed you just the default theme we used. Okay, default pack, layout pack. But actually, in Divi there are more than 185 different packs. Okay, each pack has anywhere between 4 to 8 to 12 layouts inside of it. I don't know why it's taking a little while. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great. So then I don't know why my website's taking some time to load. But anyway, this is the link. I'm going to copy it and paste it in the chat anyway for you guys to take a look at. In case you guys want to take a look at it. If it loads on my screen, great. Otherwise, you guys can take a look at it. In each pack, there is a shopping layout. Okay, there is a blog layout. There is a landing page layout. There is a contact page layout. So each pack will be designed. One will be designed for financial planners. One layout plan will be designed for restaurants. Another one will be for institutes. Another layout will be for I don't know, real estate. There we go. See, it's finally come. Can you see over here? Now I'm just going to minimize this for a second, this chatbot. Okay, so for example, these are all the layout packs. Okay. Now, of course, here is a restaurant layout pack. This is an agency. This is a learning management system. This is a coffee shop, fashion website. So I'm sure the fashion one, like if you go to the fashion, I think they might have a shopping page. Here we go. See, can you see this? The 8th one over here on the right, bottom right. It's a shop layout. If I click on the shop layout, here's a quick preview of how the shopping cart will look like. Okay, so like that, for each one, you can go and actually see the live demo of how the shopping pages are designed. So for each one, each different type of theme, you'll get a different kind of layout. So there's a shop page, there's a gallery page, there's a blog page, there's a about page, contact page, designer page. These are all ready-made packs which you just have to use. Okay. Now, for example, I think we use this pack for a client of mine. I think you might know Suchitra Krishnamurthy, right? She used to be an actress, singer, and stuff like that. So she used this theme. You'll see in all her website layout that she chose. Like for example, she constantly writes blogs and stuff like this. Okay. So now, for example, let's take a look at paintings. Okay. She's saying my paintings. My paintings, where you'll see it'll have the same look and feel, I think, as the one that you're just seeing. She chose this fashion style theme for her website. but it's got her content in, of course. So therefore, it will not look like this. This is just a sample of what the website might look like, right? So this is how a shopping cart, $25, $15, something like that you can get like this. Right? This is a shopping one. This is of course hers. The same. You'll see the same color, same fonts. She used this to showcase her. She is of course not selling her paintings, but she wanted to have the same catalog feel. So she's got and used this theme to create a website. Right? So let's go back here, and hopefully that explained to you how that works.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, great. Next one is from Harsha. Divi is Sir's website, which he can create a website from Divi, I think. I'm guessing Harshad was answering somebody's question. Okay. Harshad, if your question is still a question, please just open the mic and go ahead and ask. Ramesh is asking, excellent session with great insight. Oh, thank you, Ramesh. Thank you. I hope the recording will be available as I need to drop off. Okay, bye, Ramesh. I guess you're gone already. I guess the recording is available for them later, right, Chintan?
Yes, today itself. I mean, within an hour or so, the recording will be uploaded.
Fabulous, great. Okay, I think these are the end of the questions because even Sandeep is saying good session. Thanks, Rishi and Chintan. So that's it. Okay, I'm open for any more questions, any chatting or anything else you want to do, Chintan.
Yeah, sure. Let's just have our Q&A session. So, I mean, we have a kind of classroom scenario, and we ask each of our attendees for Q&A. So we start with Deepak Nissen, and Deepak Jain. Do you have any questions? Please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah, Chintan bhai. Exactly, I don't have a question as of now, but yes, we are already running a website, and that's been assigned to some third party. So, like Rishi can my thought was, how can we get a hold on that? Like, can you take the hosting part and can you maintain that? Is that a part, or should we take it back from him and should we try to manage it on our own?
Okay, so before I just try and jump and answer that question, I'd like to just share some things. Okay, this is something when I was very little, an uncle told me this, and I was trying to fidget with his camera. You know, it's like video cameras. When I was little, the video camera was नया चीज. Like, so मैं देख रहा था कि ये बटन क्या कर रहा है, वो क्या कर, इसको कैसे इसको निकाल के देख क्या. This is sit listen. You know, there's a saying: don't try and fix something that ain't broken. So I was like, yeah, okay, fine, sorry, uncle. But I mean, if budget is not the criteria, if the guys are delivering a good service, I mean, yeah, sure, you learn something new on in Chintan is inviting you to learn about something. But अगर गाड़ी चल रहा है, तो खाली फुकट उसको कीड़ा खाने की जरूरत नहीं है.
The reason behind that, Rishi bhai, the reason behind that is that we have to supply him the content, because most of the people don't have that kind of knowledge pertaining to the real estate. So we have to keep monitoring the things. So at the end, I have to get involved. He is basically, I will say, a tech guy for me, who is putting my thoughts and presenting it on there. That's the thing.
So what we can do, and what I would recommend, is don't jump into anything quickly. I would suggest send me the website link if you can by email. Let me take a look at it. Then I will send you a questionnaire. Okay, and that questionnaire will basically help you to understand what you want. Okay, and then when you answer those questions, that answers of the questions will tell us what to do next. So I prefer to first understand जाना कहाँ पे है. दिल्ली जाना है, बैंगलोर जाना है. दिल्ली जाना तो राजधानी इस तरफ जाओ, नहीं तो गलती से बैंगलोर पहुंच जाएगा.
Correct approach. I'll do that. I'll get in touch.
ठीक है, great.
Deepak, feel free to share your feedback as well, because it would be really encouraging for Rishi
Sure. Have you shared the
If you do
link?
not have any question, I would request everyone to spend 10 seconds, 20 seconds and share a feedback. Yeah, go
Have you
ahead.
shared the link for feedback?
No, it's not the feedback form. You can just simply share how you felt and how was the session here itself.
Yeah.
I think you put him on the spot there.
I guess he's thinking, okay, fine, you come back next. Rishi ji, Jagmohan Rishi ji, Jitendra Singh ji, you guys have any question, any feedback, please, you can turn on your video and share a
थोड़ा सा
feedback.
out of syllabus चल जाएगा चिंतन भाई?
Sorry?
थोड़ा सा out of syllabus चल जाएगा, मतलब connected to
अरे
this.
पूरा अभी Q&A में तो there is no syllabus, sir.
No, but that was a very valid point what you said earlier.
Chintan, Jagmohan here.
Yes.
Jagmohan Rishi. So we share the name Rishi with Rishi Gangoly. Only thing is I'm Jagmohan Rishi here. Great session, Rishi, and I really liked it.
Thank you.
I already have a website. I was thinking of having another website, but great learnings for me.
Yeah.
I have some questions also. Maybe I'll connect offline with you.
Sure.
So I mean, great learning. I'm requesting Chintan to have more sessions from you with a different topics. For example, there was no sufficient time for e-commerce website.
Yes.
So you can take up maybe with a gap of, because Chintan's agenda is totally choco-block with a lot of speakers.
Yes.
So wherever Chintan can adjust, maybe we can have separate sessions from you on each of the topics.
Yes. Sure.
Right?
Yeah, definitely. We would love to have your session. So maybe this is the time to book one session in January now.
Yes.
Yeah. Chintan, we can have a special screening also for Rishi mid of the week.
E-commerce का घाय लग रहा है अभी सबको.
No, there are immense topics in digital, particularly with websites, and one can incorporate with learning management system, one can incorporate with e-commerce, one can do it for a lot of aspects with respect to creating different kinds of websites. So you have covered nice one for WordPress today.
Yes.
So Chintan, if you can share his number with us, it will be very nice.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Offline, I'll connect with you. Thank you.
Definitely. Sure. Jitendra ji.
Rishi, Jitendra here again. This was regarding WooCommerce when you spoke about. That's an e-commerce portal thing, and somehow resonates with what I was asking for, maybe. But for this e-commerce, which one would you recommend? Of course, WooCommerce looks more like one, but WooCommerce or Shopify, or there are some new vendors also coming in like ECBid and others. So which would be the most, I'll not say convenient, because if somebody is getting into a serious business, then convenience takes second seat. But which one is most cost effective, efficient, or maybe agile enough to mold as per the business need, rapid business changes requirement?
Right. So the best way we answer that question is by asking the number of products. Okay. So I think the moment you go over 100,000 products, then WooCommerce and all is not ideal. Although normally software is not the real barrier, it's hardware.
Right.
Okay, because if you look at a website like Amazon, when they started off, they were struggling, right? And the struggle was not so much on software as much as they were really struggling with the concept of how do we scale hardware.
Correct.
So if your products are like 150 and 200 and all, then WooCommerce is good enough. 1,000, 5,000 also is fine. Because it's not that the number of products per se will have a problem until you do the marketing campaigns to draw the traffic to the site so that people can make the purchase of the product. So if you have very high traffic, you have to go to a different type of scalable server. It's a hardware issue. It's got nothing to do with software. So for example, Amazon developed their own scalable hardware platform to host websites for their requirements. Just because they had an Amazon.com website, they figured that abhi Valentine Day pe offers will go crazy. and Amazon website ka traffic will go through the roof, right? So an ad campaign makes the entire website crash because everybody is going on that special offer. You know how special offers are. People go all crazy over special offers. So the thing is that they developed a system you could increase the CPU, memory, and network throughput, and even disk throughput to throw the data. Okay, if you increase, it will just expand automatically and take care of it. And if you don't use, it will automatically contract the usage. And of course, the price goes up and down based on that. But then, of course, they are also there's so many people that are buying the product, so it all compensates at the end of the day, right? So you took Shopify, you take WooCommerce. Now, if you have a tendency to like, I will do it on my own, then WordPress and WooCommerce is quite good. Okay, you don't pay the monthly to Shopify, right? Whereas if you want somebody else to take care of it, then maybe Shopify would be the better option, because like, hey, get it done, and it's a ready-to-go platform. You're up and running very fast. Okay, so it's not like one is better than the other. What are your requirements? What is your personality type? And if your personality type is to do it yourself, then you can do WordPress and WooCommerce. If your personality type is, I don't have time for this stuff, I want to delegate it to somebody else to do it for me, then maybe Shopify me or an agency like us can help you to do it on WordPress. That means instead of you doing it on WordPress and WooCommerce, we'll do it for you on WordPress and WooCommerce. So one of our clients was evaluating Shopify and us. And when they looked at the costing for Shopify and they looked at the costing of us, they found us more cost effective. It took a little while longer for it to come up because they had specific requirements. So we had to make sure to tell them, get the images like this, do that. And we took care of it for them. And they had some feature requirements that came in later. Now, both WordPress with WooCommerce and Shopify will have a set of features. इससे ज़्यादा आप नहीं कर सकते. You have to manage within these features, which is normally enough. But if you want that ad that used to come in Asian Paints wala ad, mera wala cream. You got these shades of cream, like you got like 100 shades of cream. Right. But ये वाला flavor चाहिए. वैसा करेगा तो then you pay back and get a developer to do exactly. नहीं मेरे को ये button इधर चाहिए, इसको थोड़ा नीचे आना है, और मेरे को अभी WhatsApp feature चाहिए, डाल दो, पैसा ले लो, कर दो. So gone are the days when developers are sitting and writing software program, specifically tailoring it and making it for you. Okay, like Amazon has not one but thousands of developers sitting over there to do all the tweaks that they need, right? So if you're going at the Amazon level, of course, then you're making enough money to be able to pay those developers. But if it is 100, 200 products, let it be. Just get the basic website up, decide on your feature sets up front, and see if they can be met. Maybe you have to buy a few plugins, and that's it. Once you're sorted, you're done. I don't know whether I answered your question.
No, perfect actually. But first of all, thank you for blessing with an Amazon-like business tomorrow. And second is, of course, it's going to be few thousand or maybe more than 10,000 products, because I'm targeting at some 500 plus vendors when I spoke about marketplace. So then it'll definitely multiply accordingly based on the number of vendors who are there on that. So, and that is where the question came up.
So the bigger platform is Magento. Magento is designed to take care of 100,000 plus products and all that. Now, technically speaking, WordPress and WooCommerce can do it too, but it's not been tried and tested. Magento has been, So Magento is another platform like WordPress and WooCommerce together. It's a combo. It is designed with shopping carts in mind.
So you support that as well?
Sorry?
You support that as well?
No, we've not got a customer yet with that, because we understand the technology, but the infrastructure requirements for the server cannot be done at 7,000-10,000 rupees. It has to be starting at 1 lakh, 2 lakh plus. So typically startup that are not sure कि यार मेरा ये e-commerce idea चलेगा कि नहीं चलेगा. आज मैं start तो कर रहा हूँ.
Right.
इसे मैं 2 लाख डाल दूँ, पता चला कि यार धंधा ही नहीं चले तो सर्वर का खाली फूड 1 साल का खर्चा वेस्ट हो जाएगा. So the customers are itself in the gray area कि पता नहीं ये चलेगा कि नहीं, because there's a marketing aspect. No, one is the technology. Then the other is to get the buy-in from the marketplace to get involved, right? I have a customer that's struggling with that right now. They don't know how to make it such that they should say, come here, because it's a catch-22. You're saying, come here, upload your product here, I'll sell it for you. And they say, okay, ठीक है, मैं upload कर दिया. Sir, order नहीं आ रहा है. So
you have to sell it actually.
Disappointing that guy to see that आपको order नहीं आ रहा.
You have to sell it, huh?
So exactly. So in the case of Amazon, when I was studying how much money they spend, it's ridiculously crazy number. They spend like say 5 crores to earn 1 crore. The 4 crore spend is on customer acquisition. Now, what that means is when now you and me, we know of Amazon, correct? So like I went last year, I remember sometime we had gone to the market and my wife was saying, "Yaar, Rishi, yaar, mixie lena hai, wo kharab ho gaya. Just take it." So we were in the shop and I looked at it, it's like 3,500 rupees ka koi mixie hai. I saw the model number. I just picked up my phone and I said, "Hey, ek minute, Amazon mein dekhte ye model kitne mein ja raha hai?" And I saw it's 2,900. I said, 600 rupees bach jayega. I asked my wife, 9 o'clock tomorrow delivery ho jayega, chalega kya? Is it okay? She said, yeah, it's okay, it's okay. I said, forget it, let's go out. Now Amazon has acquired me. This is the cost of customer acquisition.
Acquisition, correct.
So now I'm not looking at an ad any longer, right? They spend, as I said, they spend 5 crores to earn 1 crore from that ad campaign. But in the process, what is the 4 crore is getting the people to permanently come to Amazon by default. दुकान में चला गया, एक मिनट, ये लैपटॉप क्यों लेना है? Amazon पे क्या प्राइस चल रहा है? Me and my dad went to Vijay Sales and I saw the TV there, a 55-inch one. And I think I'll go for the big one. अच्छा ठीक है, ये मॉडल कितने वाला है? The sales guy knew immediately, shit, the guy is ready to buy. He said, sir, okay, एक मिनट, sir, मैं करता हूँ. He went 5 minutes, 10 minutes, he came back, sir. He beat the deal on Amazon.
Right.
Because you know I'm ready to buy, right? Now he says, yeah, Amazon दे देगा. मेरे में और Amazon में कुछ फर्क नहीं. So he beat Amazon because he knows ये customer यहाँ से बाहर निकल के वापस नहीं आना.
Right.
So it's the cost of customer acquisition that Amazon spends a huge amount of money. And after the lockdown and all, I'm like, who wants to go out here? घर पे आ जाएगा, TV भी आ जाएगा, fridge भी आ जाएगा, सब कुछ आ जाएगा.
Correct.
So if your e-commerce idea is to actually go and acquire customers in that specific industry set, if maybe you're a marketplace to cater to some specific industry, then the amount of money you'll have to spend on marketing is 90% more than the technology investment.
Absolutely.
So that is where you need to burn the VC money actually.
Sorry, come again?
So this is the phase when you need to burn the VC money.
You got to make a fancy presentation that looks super impressive for him to give you the crores of rupees.
So it's easy to create a tech platform and then you say, okay, fine, here are 50 vendors, 60 vendors, 100 vendors. But then to take the platform ahead, you need that VC money to burn.
Correct. So I think you could always think it of like from a business strategy point of view, right? You get a WordPress website up with WooCommerce. Okay. You upload some
prototype,
3,000 products, right? You get about say 5,000 resellers who are there on the platform. Okay. And then you get your VC funding to go and fund that project. And then when you get the funding, you say, okay, Rishi, now let's do Magento. So all the way, and let's do Magento because abhi apne ko bahut bada jana padega. So that's the business strategy. That's what I think Bill Gates did, when way back at that time, he literally hired actors and they got computers sitting and working. Nobody knew anything about computers, but he needed funding so badly that we are going to create this DOS operating system. And he just had to fake it and make people believe that, see, बहुत काम चल रहा है यहाँ पे, पूरा company चल रहा है. So,
we are from the generations जिन लोगों ने batch file चलाई है कुछ processing दिखाने के लिए.
I belong to that generation. It's been 30 years. February it will be 30 years in the industry. So
हमने बहुत सारी batch file चला के रखी है at times,
when I first started seeing people on computers way back in 92, 91, I think I was like, I would see a guy do dir enter, and then he would do cls enter, which is directory ko list de do and
Clear
clear
the
the
screen.
screen.
Ah,
And I
correct.
was like, whoa, man, this guy knows a lot of stuff. Yeah. I was like, I have to learn what computers are all about.
Okay, so you must have seen one of us actually, Chintan, right? When in 91 we started, so
Yeah. Like, right from those days we started, right?
Yes.
so but that calls for a one session on VC also, Chintan.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we are moving in the right direction.
Yeah, actually.
Okay, great. So any
Thank
other
you so much.
question from your side?
No, thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, great. Now we move next. Karan, Lalit, Rahul, kindly unmute yourself and share your question, feedback.
Yeah, hi. Thank you so much, Rishi. It was really an informative session. Appreciated you taking those other questions which were a little off topic, but especially because you mentioned that you offer hosting services, and I am a co-founder of a cybersecurity startup. So I have my own company website, but we were faced with a lot of issues, and it's a very uh, I would say a juvenile attempt, a very immature website that we've put together. So we were looking at revamping that, and I think we will be in touch with you. We really appreciate the ease of creating a website using your solution. So it was really helpful for me. Thank you.
Thanks, Lalit. Thank you. Karan, Rahul, do you have any feedback to share? Okay, we move next. Rajesh, Joshi
Chintan,
sir.
I have something to ask Rishi. Is that I have a GoDaddy domain and website created by somebody, including hosting.
Yeah.
If I send that link to Rishi, can he suggest whether that's good enough or we have to go to something new?
Sure. I can give you my opinion. Yeah.
Thank you.
Great. Okay. Joshi sir, Rajesh Save.
No, thanks, Rishi Chintanbhai. In fact, I am a co-founder of a firm which is on the verge of getting cognitive HR chatbots in the market, and this really helps. Nothing would have been at the right time for us. So, Rishi, separately, we will definitely connect on this.
Sure.
But extremely informative, and thank you so much. And Chintanbhai, as always, you are this aware. You come up with this kind of rabbits out of your hat. Really, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rajesh. Okay, we have Manav Vasant and Vasant. So both of them are in the sequence right now. Where is Kajal? I guess we don't have Kajal around. Okay, Manav, do you have any question, feedback?
No, I don't have questions. Actually, a lot of my questions were answered by you regarding e-commerce thing. But yeah, thank you so much. Amazing session. Actually, I'm right now. I'm checking out your website that you made. The thing looks pretty nice, and also it makes it so easy. Like because of this portal and because of your session, website designing has become so easy. I'm thinking about making something and getting something on freelance just for some extra pocket money.
Sure. Absolutely. You should.
Great.
So about hosting, actually, so you said that you provide hosting services as well. So how does that work for you from a business perspective, complete from a business perspective?
So since we realized that that people are going to come use the portal, they're going to create their website. We figured that two or three possible revenue models. One is they already have an existing website, right? Like on a GoDaddy server or somewhere else they've got it. And they're happy with the hosting. Like I said, if something's working, why disrupt it, right? Sab chal raha hai. You just want to use the Divi software. So nobody's going to spend 18,000-20,000 rupees on a software like this, which makes it super easy. So we negotiated the deal and said, okay, we bought the unlimited license. Their condition was, you have to provide the support if you want to offer the license to your clients, your students. So as far as I'm concerned, everybody who comes to my website, it says website training.india. So y'all are all students and you get it at a super discounted price of 2,000 bucks. And if you say no, मेरे को वो hosting भी नहीं चल रहा है, I want to buy the server from you, चल ले लो, free में ले लो. We bundle it as part of the hosting plan. So these were the two main revenue models, and most of the times people get their problems solved by sending us an email or going to the support portal, which we provide all the links and the relevant answers. Most of the questions are the similar. So we've already got a whole set of canned replies, which is very easy for us to give very fast turnaround time in terms of tech support. It doesn't require a lot of our time. But again, there are some that say, no, we want to do a one-to-one consulting Zoom session, like how we're doing Google Meet, but only one-to-one, not one-to-many, just one-to-one or just their team internally. Then we charge like a $2,000 an hour session. So those are the three revenue models we have. Now, some people, of course, they even say, this was good, we played around, it's really nice, but you know what? अपने को अपना business में focus करना है, can you develop the website? So that's the last final step, that's where finally they say, okay, just develop the website, So these are the stages of revenue models for us offering this service for free. So we like to offer the service free. I'm so happy that Chintan invited me over to, expand my network by talking to more people who would be interested in stuff. It's an opportunity for me to increase my network and build trust amongst people, show them something. When people see something happening, then they're like, okay, this is good, And otherwise, it's just, pata nahi, main paisa de raha hu, where's the money going? So this helps to ease that flow, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Rishi, it's time to start one more website, Go Gangoly.
Sorry, what is that?
Time to start one more website. Instead of Go Daddy, you can say Go Gangoly.
Good idea.
Could be Go Dada.
Go Dada.
Go Dada is also good. Okay, so last question. Vasant, would you like to share any feedback, any question?
Yeah, great insight, Rishi, and I think Chintan, nice for organizing this. I think you made the website within less than a half an hour. I think that's what I saw. 1 hour is too much time. I think you can do it in minutes basically. I think it's great. It's very innovative approach, I would say, and I think very out of the box, and it's all packaged well. And I think you can do it, and I think millions of websites can be created. I think using this technique. Yeah,
truly, absolutely.
Great. Thank you so much. It was very nice. I think everybody can have their own. Instead of LinkedIn, I think I can create my own website and keep it just for the heck of it. Yeah.
So that is what I was to say, that now is the time. From now to 1 month, we will see many posts on our WhatsApp groups and community stating, hey, guys, I have developed my website. Can you have a look at it? wasantppi.com. And that's how the post will start popping up, So you made it so easy. I mean, it's very easy for Lalit to say lalitwazirani.com and probably launch his personal blog, his business. And I mean, the complicated process, which was until 4:59, has been made easy. So this is something interesting. And on behalf of everyone, all attendees, I would request Jitendra to share vote of thanks on behalf of us.
Okay, thank you for the honor, Chintan. It was really a great session, Rishi, and look forward to interact with you on the real kind of a monetization stuff which we were contemplating.
Sure.
And I think this, see what happens is sometimes you need an icebreaker session.
Yeah.
Or maybe clearing that mental block, which in a writing parlance it is called writer's block, and in a business parlance it is called a business entrepreneur block. So that block, that website is too complex a thing. You always need an expert to do that, or to get outside help also you need to churn out a lot of money. You've actually clarified a lot of things out there. And I'm sure there are several people who look forward to get your inputs. And it's a kind of a win-win session we had. And Chintan bhai, needless to say, you are a person which is different. You're born in a wrong century. Because helping out people and connecting people together, the sense of belongingness, what we have in TMI is amazing. And on behalf of you and Rishi, I thank everybody also to, or rather having participated in this. And I look forward for many more sessions like this. Thank you so much, Rishi. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a great evening ahead. And we meet next.
Can I ask
Yeah.
something?
Sorry. Yes, sure. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Rishi sir, as compared to Elementor, I saw Divi and I've been using Elementor for a good amount of time. I mean, I'm sorry. Yes. So I think what is the key difference between them? I mean, is Divi way better than Elementor to be used?
No, actually, if you look around the internet, both me and Harshit, Harshit is the guy at the back. I mean, he's the geek actually. Okay, and I was asking the same question. I told him, Harshit, should we do Elementor or should we do Divi? So we realized that if we're going to talk to entrepreneurs, they want something easy enough and cost effective. And we figured if we can, it was more like a deal we closed out with the Divi guys, right? These guys, Elementor is a yearly subscription. If you want the pro features, for example, right? They have the free version, and free version you'll always say, "Oh, yahan tak aa gaya, wo extra nahi mil raha." But Divi was the full features. So we had to take a call. Are we going to go Elementor? Are we going to go Divi? And it was a business decision that we decided to say that both are fairly good. They are like out there. But I think if you do a Google search and you read the reviews and you study it in the technical details, you'll see that Elementor is an edge over Divi in terms of a team, right? Elementor is great for landing pages. I think in terms of if you're doing, let's say, Google Ads or you're doing SEO and you want to design a very focused landing page, which has got no other links anywhere else, but keep the person focused on what you want to sell them, or what you want them to read, or what you want them to do after reading or watching the video, then Elementor Pro is an edge over Divi. Divi is not bad, but it's still got an edge. But the yearly subscription on Elementor Pro may be on the high side for people who are still thinking. So that's why we took the call to say, let's go and offer Divi at a bundle it with the hosting for free. Yeah, नहीं तो अगर दूसरा hosting है तो 2000 में दे दो. Elementor cost will go up on a yearly basis every year. So this is a one-time fee.
So, but I personally had a lot of problems when combining the front end, the back end, and of course it was a very full-fledged e-commerce that we were planning to, being from a non-tech tech background. Elementor was the choice which was suggested by many people, but then there was so much of drawback. I mean, it still wasn't good enough. Let's just say that. It still was something like, for example, in PowerPoint, if I want something, I can create that. If in Excel, I want something, I can create a macro. And you can dream and you can name that thing and that macro can be created. But in Elementor as well. And since you're saying Elementor is better than Divi, then I think both of them must be facing this kind of problem. So the kind of restrictions you get, is plugins as an option or a solution for that, or are there other modes or any other joint things that you merge together to make that a better platform? Because definitely even Elementor is not giving you a flawless experience like Amazon or Flipkart. They have their own page built up from start, but Elementor is not flawless. Let's just say that. So what combined with Elementor will give you that flawless experience?
No, that's a great question. So if that was now that you provided me a little bit more information about what your requirements are, I would say, as I said, I gave an analogy earlier about that Mera Wala Cream Asian ads. I don't know whether you saw that. Many of us oldies must have seen an ad on Asian Paints, which was this lady was wanting, I want this specific shade of cream color for my house ka paint all over all the room. Now they're showing like 1000 shades of cream. Now, of course, if there is something very specific that you want, then the best thing is to go down and write the code from scratch and create it. Okay. And that's where the cost for tech development cost shoots through the roof. What my goal was with Chintan and most of the startups that I connect with, small and medium enterprises, that budget is typically not there for a company that doesn't have the kind of funding it would like. And so therefore, whether it's Divi element, it's like a, okay, it's ये थोड़ा ज़्यादा महंगे, ये थोड़ा कम पैसा है, but they are reasonably good. They are reasonably good. Like there are sometimes the customer will say that यार वो थोड़ा ऊपर जा रहा है, उसमें कैसे नीचे करें? Then we have to come back to them with what to do. But you cannot get exactly the way you want. For that you must code. The ultimate control is like.
So, which language do you suggest for coding? There are so many languages now available. So, which is the most easiest and which is the most where ready codes are available for free? Let's say, for example, developers, they have this tendency कि जैसे calculator है या एक कोई particular theme, एक particular what do you call icon pop up हो रहा है, ये सब के codes पहले से ही वो लोग कर they've given it on Google for free. So which is the most famous one जिसके काफी ऐसे chunks already free में coded मिलेंगे, where my developer doesn't have to rack that brain, which is also available for Excel macros. So many macros available ready made.
So
which is the language?
Yeah, great. So the best way I can answer that question is that if you take any language, okay, any language you take, whether it's PHP, Python, or Java, or anything, you take any language, and you go to the website of that language page, that company that started that, they will tell you why they created that language. And it is because another language did not help them to do that, so they created that. Any system, when they develop it, they were finding that there is no other system that allows us to do this, which is why we decided to create that. So it's not like one is better than the other. It's not like that BMW is better than Mercedes, but both are great in their own spaces, right? So I'm trying to do a simple analogy of a BMW and Mercedes because it's easy for others to follow. But the point is that each one had a specific goal and they achieved that goal by creating what they wanted to. And again, you can say Ford and Ferrari, you can do this, or you can go on comparing two models, try to say which one is better. But there'll always be the argument of that, isme ye hai, lekin usme wo nahi hai. And so therefore, if you know what your goals are, look, I need to go there, and this is my destination. Then we can go backtrack and find, looks like you would be better off with that language versus this language, irrespective of whether it is easy or hard to learn. The point is, if your goal is clear, most of the times what we've noticed when we speak to our customers, the goal is not clear. The requirements are not clearly defined. And this is one of the biggest challenges we face. Now, I am happy to get on in an offline call with you to understand where exactly you want to go, what is it that your website or project is all about, and then with Harshit, we can give you some recommendation and pointers. I'll try and get it as close to 100%.
I assume Mr. Harshit manages your language in the back end. That's why you've been missing him. Yeah, you know, that's the deep connection with your developer.
He's the geek.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. I mean, the language insight was so fantastic. I think I just have to decide first what I want and then choose the language accordingly, which is very new. This I'm hearing for the first time. So yeah, I'll definitely look for it. Thank you so much. I mean, fabulous. I don't think somebody has given me such true insights to date. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we come to the end of the session for the day, and we look forward for the session next weekend. This session is going to be on how to protect IPR and how to file a patent. So we are going to have two experts. One expert is an IPR expert who will tell us why should you protect your IPR and what kind of categories in IPR protection are there. And there is another expert who himself is an IPR lawyer. He professionally consults startups, companies, and enables them to file a patent. So that is where the next session is going to be. So kindly, in case if you have not reserved your slot, I would recommend you to please
do the needful as soon as possible, and see you next Saturday at 5 o'clock. That would be on 31st of October at 5 o'clock. Thank you so much. Have a great evening and Sunday ahead. Bye bye.
Chintan bhai, just a small question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will that cover only patents, or you will have on a trademark also on that?
So patent trademark is it goes together. So the attorney, the lawyer would be able to answer your questions on trademark side. The IPR expert may not be able to answer. He is the guy who heads IPR in TCS.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm sure all your queries related to trademark also would get answered.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you for the
so much.
session.
Thanks, Rishi. Thank you so much. It was a great session. Thumbs up to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy
Thank you so
Astami
much.
and happy Durga Puja to all.
Happy Astami, happy Durga Puja.
Happy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.